Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy NTG back here with another video today, and today I'm going to be ranking every single Ultimate Team that I have played personally. Now, let me get this out of the way. I've only been playing since Madden 17 Ultimate Team, so I'm going to be ranking Madden 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. I have 6 to rank here. I'm going to be ranking them primarily on the content. The gameplay, I'm not the most skilled player, so I'm not really going to talk on that too much, but if there's definitely some issues, I would definitely, point them out, and that may, kind of influence the ranking a little bit, but primarily this is on content, and I'm just going to rank what I think is the best Ultimate Teams that we've seen. If you guys like the video, please make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on post notifications. And without further ado, let's hop right into the video. So number 6 for me, let's start off with Madden 17 Ultimate Team. Now some people may be asking, hey, NTG, why do you have it at number 6? This was a great Ultimate Team. Truthfully, I didn't play that much of this Ultimate Team. I played it enough to where I think it's valiant of a ranking. I remember it vividly enough. But it just wasn't that impactful to me. I think because I'm a no money spent player, it was kind of tough. My first year getting into it, it was just difficult to make coins and build that team. Definitely figured it out down the line, but this was definitely kind of a difficult Madden. Now, I'm not gonna lie, some of the content, I remember Team of the Year was fire. I remember, we had summer blockbusters, motivators, we had all that stuff. A lot of it was very, very good. It just felt like it was a little hard to obtain at times, especially for guys that weren't spending money on the game, Me, I'm primarily no money spent. There's only 1 year where I spent a little bit of money, but besides that, I haven't spent money on the game, and Madden 17 by far was definitely the hardest one to build a team on. The solo challenges weren't crazy good. I remember there wasn't a ton of rewards. The one thing I think is very, very good is this is the last year that I was in the game that they had pro packs, I believe. And I know it may seem stupid, but I loved pro packs. I thought pro packs were the coolest thing of all time. So I wish they did bring those back. But besides that, not too much to take away from this Ultimate Team. So I've got it at number 6. At number 5, and this may come to shock to some of you people, but I'm going to put Madden 22 Ultimate Team here. And I don't know if it's because it's fresh in my mind, but this Ultimate Team definitely seemed a little weaker than years past. And here's why. Madden 22 Ultimate Team, it just felt like, I know I just, said it last, it was hard to make coins, but it felt like you just made too many coins here. It felt like everybody had the best team in the game. And with Ultimate Team, there has to be a little bit of gap in that. I understand that no money spent guys, they should be able to compete, but you should have to put in hours and hours work. You can, maybe put an hour a day and you were still going to have some of the best cards in the game just because it was so easy to make coins. You could reroll a pack for hours and just make endless amounts of coins. So I think that was a little, it drove it down a little bit in my opinion, but I thought this year for content was very, very good. I thought the most feared promo was the best we've seen it since, I'll talk about that in a second, but it's been a little bit since we've seen one as good as this most feared promo. But I mean, you look, the Harvest felt a little lackluster. The Christmas felt a little lackluster to me too. The Ghosts were cool, but it kind of felt a little annoying at certain times. And then there's just some parts of the year where it just, the playoffs didn't feel right. Super Bowl kind of felt a little weak too. It just felt a little bit weak in certain aspects, but it was definitely strong in others. Like Most Feared, I thought was the best promo all year. I thought that was a crazy good promo. But we definitely saw some good stuff in the game, but we did see our fair share of weak stuff as well, and I have to take that into account. Plus the fact that it just felt like everybody had a God Squad kind of hurts it a little bit, so I'm putting it at number 5. At number 4, I'm going to put Madden 18 Ultimate Team here. Now, this is the first Ultimate Team I truly heavily grinded, and I will say this was a good year, I thought. I thought it was a very solid year. The one thing I wish, if there was something I could take from this Madden and put it back in, this is the Twitch Prime Legends. I thought they were the coolest things. I remember getting, I believe it might have been a Randall Cunningham or something like that, 90-year-old Randall Cunningham quarterback, who's just absolutely insane. I think the aspect of giving players free stuff, it's good, especially cards that aren't overpowered, that for, a lot, there's some of the best cards in the game too, but they weren't too overpowered to where, you need that card. You had Vic at that point, but that Randall Cunningham's so good. You had, I remember there was a Jerome Bettis card that played very well, but there was already better halfbacks out and stuff like that. Now this, in my opinion, most feared promo is crazy this year. I remember that distinctively. I remember the Randy Moss, Tony Gonzalez. I can't remember who else there was. There was Russell Wilson in there. It just felt like this promo was so fun. I mean, this is like Madden nostalgia when you think about Madden 18. It's the first year we saw the Legends fantasy packs. I believe we saw animations in the game. Maybe we didn't, but I thought maybe we saw a few animations in the game this year. I don't remember. Maybe a Legends one, maybe not. I believe there's like a blue instead of like a elite animation. So I think we started seeing kind of implement what we'd see it become in Madden 19 and beyond. But Madden 18, in my opinion, was definitely a very, very solid year. And I'm going to put it as number 4. Speaking of Madden 19, I have it here in the number 3 slot. Now, this is the first one where I'm like, I wish we could get back to this Madden. This Madden was great. Madden 19 just felt like it did almost everything right. We saw the training We saw kind of that introduced in the first time. I thought that was very monumental for the time. We saw the power-ups. We saw the training store. We just saw a lot of different aspects. I remember distinctively what were they called? They were at the end of the year. There was like 97 overall team MVPs, maybe or something like that. And we saw like the little cards in them too, if you know what I'm talking about, like the 95s, 93s. That was the first really reroll pack we saw, which you can make profit. I remember there's Ultimate Legends packs were just insane whenever they came out. I remember there was Calvin Johnson for the most feared promo, and he was in that first Ultimate Legends drop. See, I'm just running back nostalgia in my mind, but there's so many good things about this Madden. I don't. Challenges felt good. There was long shot. There was summer blockbusters this year too. It just felt like there was a lot of right stuff that went on with Madden 19. The only thing that hurts it again is no money spent player perspective. It wasn't the easiest to grind. There was definitely some ways to grind it, but it was a little weaker compared to what we could have saw. But I distinctly remember Zero Chill Pro. We had those platinum player packs. With training and snow, we saw different currencies this year. It did a lot of good things, basically moving into what we see nowadays. But it really was that first monumental step, and honestly, I think I should have moved it up now. I think about it, but I'm gonna keep it here in the number 3 spot. 'Cause it's what my heart originally told me, so I'll keep it here. But let's move on to see number 2. And number 2 is a Madden 21. Now, Madden 21 to me, it felt like it did a lot of right stuff. The training variety pack was one of the coolest additions we ever saw in the game. I think that really kind of just kept the game staying alive, I thought, for a long, long time. We saw the first time, I think it's the first time we saw two legends, and then we saw their LTDs upgraded. Basically, it was their power-up card. We saw a lot of new stuff this game. We saw a different background for once. It felt very, very different. We saw, again, training basically was the primary source here in this game, which I thought was good as well. Challenges were good. We saw, rookie premieres where we end up seeing the new edition that would later be in Madden 22. I guess I kind of forgot that with Madden 22. That's a good aspect of that, but this is where Madden 21 implemented it. So I think that Madden 21 Ultimate Team, I thought the content was great. Most Feared promo was good. Harvest promo was very good. Blitz promo was very good. There's a lot of really, really good aspects of this game. I thought the content was just very, very good overall. And I have to say that I think it was probably the second best Madden, but let's take a look at number 1. Now, I don't know if it's just nostalgia from quarantine running through my veins, all the crazy stuff that went on in this game, but Madden 20 to me, it just felt like it was the best game we saw. I mean, Madden 20, it introduced abilities, and with that, we got the Superstars promo, we got tons of other promos in the game that were new that year. Madden 20 Ultimate Team felt so, so good. It honestly was, in my opinion, the best Ultimate Team of all time. I was looking back on this, I remember you had house rolls, you were getting crazy rewards, you got Redux this first year, Signature Series is back, NFL 100. There was just so many cool promos in this game that I wish they bring back. I wish NFL 100 was brought back. It wouldn't make sense, but NFL 100 was one of my favorite promos. There's just so many good things about this game. Again, distinctively, I remember, abilities where this is the first year we had the Eric Dickerson, we had Moss 100, we have all that kind of stuff. It was just a crazy year. It just felt like it kind of basically opened Madden into being a video game, not as realistic as, we thought it'd be as, a football game. It's not as realistic. This is a video game. We got those abilities where, you had crazy jukes, crazy spins, crazy, we could throw him 15 yards past the receiver with bazooka. It just felt like it was a very good promo, or not very good promo, very good game. And overall, I think it was probably the best Madden Ultimate Team that I've played up to this point. And there you guys have it. I want to thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you guys stuck to the end of the video, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on post notifications. Let me know if I got any rankings wrong here. Let me know if you think Madden 22 should be higher, if Madden 20 should be lower, Madden 21 should be lower, Madden 19. Let me know. Again, I only played in the last 6 Maddens. I played about 50% of them, so I feel like I kind of got a good gauge on what I should be expecting at this point. And overall, in my opinion, Madden's done a very good job. I got to give them their props. But again, like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on post notifications. And I'm NTG. Peace out.